It's time for What's Burnin' with Kevin KB Burns, presented by Bill Lacasse and SRG Financial Advisors. But first, please join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. And now your host, Kevin KB Burns.
Hey, welcome into another exciting edition of What's Burnin' on Lake TV. KB here, thanking you for joining us. And of course, a big thanks to all of you folks that have taken the time to check us out on Roku, online, mylaketv.com. You can find us all over the place on channel 197 on Spectrum, Como channel 90 as well. A lot of great opportunities for you. And look for us on Facebook, right there on facebook.com/LakeTV. Thanks to all of our sponsors, our title sponsor, Bill Lacasse and SRG Financial Advisors. Of course, Ozarks Barge and Dock, Budget Blinds, and our veterinary at the lake. We'll hear from our veterinary at the lake with one of our features a little bit later on in the program, KB's Furry Friends, where we take the time to head out to Ozarks Cat and Canine in Sunrise Beach. Today we'll feature a furry pooch who would love a good home, and his name is Jackie. To kick things off today, we talk with Lake area legend. His name is Ray Speckman, and you've probably seen Ray on TV, his great show that he used to do called Ozark Days. He's worked in the newspaper business, radio. He's done a little bit of everything. He taught at Columbia College, and we'll find out more about his new book, Conspiracy at Lake of the Ozarks. We'll follow that up with an interview with Randy Kent. Randy is a very interesting gentleman who has got a great man cave over there at Marine Concepts. We had a chance to check out a couple of vehicles, not just any vehicles, but two vehicles that will be put up for auction for this year's Lake of the Ozarks shootout. And Randy, by the way, is going to be inducted into the Bob Morgan Shootout Hall of Fame as a part of class of 2021. We'll also take some time to talk with Alyssa Johnson. She is with Concerned Women for America of Missouri. She's actually going to be speaking here at the Lake of the Ozarks on the 27th of July at the Key Gathering Place at 6:30. We'll talk to her more about PIMOA, which is Protect Young Minds Online Act, and pornography and young people, how it affects them and what this group is trying to do to prevent that. We'll also have an opportunity to jump on the food truck, Tilly's California Burritos and Tacos. We got a chance to go out there, experience what they do, how they make a California burrito, and man, oh man, was it delicious. And as I mentioned, we'll round it all out with KB's Furry Friends, courtesy of our veterinary at the lake. Stick around, it's another great edition of What's Burnin' right here on Lake TV.
A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly unlimited wash club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age. And with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
There's nothing like summer at Lake of the Ozarks, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach is your one-stop shop for your day on the boat and fun in the sun. We feature the lake's largest wine and spirits department, along with our lake-famous beer cave. And you'll want to check out our brand new Summer Fun Center with all your apparel, toys, coolers, inflatables, towables, and so much more. Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, voted the #1 grocery store in Missouri and your one-stop shop for an unforgettable day in the sun all summer long.
Join Lake TV for a cup of coffee with Will and Chris, the Lake area's only local TV talk show focused on the Lake area. Local stories, local sports, and local events. Have a cup of coffee with Will and Chris weekdays at 8, 1, and 8 on Lake TV.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Hey, welcome into What's Burning on Lake TV. Again, a big thanks to our title sponsor, Bill DeCass at SRG Financial Advisors. We've got a gentleman in the studio with us here today that, boy, when I think about all of the things that he has done over the years, all of the things that we've actually been involved with a few times over the years, it's a pretty amazing career. Talking with Ray Speckman. You've been involved in radio, you've been involved with TV with your Ozark Days program for well over a decade. You've taught at Columbia College, you've been a restaurant owner, a philanthropist, and you're still not done. And you've got a new book out called Conspiracy at Lake of the Ozarks, and we're going to talk about that. But let's touch on your career. I mean, you've, as I read, you have traveled those roads, less traveled, stopped to smell the roses along the way, and occasional dandelion, as I read. But you've done an amazing job of really cataloging the Lake of the Ozarks for people to enjoy.
And people, places, and things. I'm nosy. I'm nosy.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I want to know about things.
Right.
For example, I was raised on a farm as a young man, a pig farm, 80 acres. And we didn't have any indoor plumbing. And so we had an outhouse. And we had a 2-holer. My question was, why did we have 2 holes? I never saw 2 people go in that place one time in my life. So I've always been a nosy person.
Maybe it was just a backup, just in case.
Yeah, yeah.
Your days in radio, you and I were discussing that before we started the interview. You've been involved with the newspaper, and I think a lot of people probably recognize you from television, especially with Ozark Days, which was an incredible program. I mean, you were all over the state with that.
I was. It was a good time. The really interesting. I've really found some interesting people. I met people that I would never have met in life before. And I learned a lot of things. You learn a lot of things when you're nosy. And I traveled around the state. And then later on, I began to also produce some historical documentaries for national TV and regional TV.
Right.
Some 30-minute and hour programs. And I got to meet some most interesting people. The most interesting probably was the McElhenney family. That doesn't ring a bell. It's something that we all see. They make the Tabasco sauce. Their name is on it. Their name is on it. And got to go down to Louisiana and meet those people. And it was a fun time.
How long have you been writing books? As a matter of fact, we talked about the conspiracy at Lake of the Ozarks. You also brought in a couple of other books, Ozark Painting, A History of the Lake of the Ozarks, which kind of highlights and looks at the lake's east side, as you mentioned. Also, a very a book that I would imagine touches home with you, Stranger in the Mirror, because this is about your wife who passed away. She was a victim of breast cancer.
That's right. It's the story how brave she was, hoping that people would read it and get their mammograms and do whatever's necessary to get their checkups.
So you've got those two books, a couple of feathers in your cap. How many books have you actually taken the time to sit down and write?
14 now.
14.
I'm out with the conspiracy at Lake of the Ozarks, which is about a gambling casino coming to the lake, is the latest one. And on social media, it has really resonated with a lot of activities. And it's just been out a week now, and the money isn't rolling in. But
it will.
Well, we're hoping.
Give it some time.
We're hoping it will.
Give it some time.
Yeah. The other books that I wrote, there's a novel in it. There's an awful lot on Mormon history, and I've done a lot of Mormon research. And those books, they're all e-books. Those are the only two paperback books that I have right now. Those books are basically out of print because we've sold them, and I think we're going to order some more and maybe put the history book in someplace over at the lake somewhere.
Well, before we wrap up the interview, we'll obviously give people an opportunity to find out where you can get Ray's books. Let's talk about Conspiracy at the Lake of the Ozarks. An interesting book because it does have some ties to some things that have actually gone down with there's always been talk about maybe putting a casino here at the Lake of the Ozarks. So you've kind of taken what is factual and mixed it in, I guess, with a little bit of fictional, and made a book out of that.
Right. It goes all the way back to when the dam was first built. And after the dam was built, there was a considerable flurry to establish businesses around the lake and in the lake area. And how those businesses really began, how there were good old boys that might have been considered illegal now, or some kind of conspiracy. People who sat around the table at the old Arrowhead Lodge and made decisions that made fortunes for some and heartbreaks for others.
Absolutely.
And I actually named the people that were around that table that were really there. The first big thing that happened was the bringing of locals of buying the Bank of Brumley. The Bank of Brumley was for sale, but they didn't want it to be moved. Brumley was a lot bigger than any other town around the area. But some people from the lake bought it. They promised they would not move it. 3 months later, they moved it to Lake Ozark, and that continued to be a very mainstay of business at the lake for a long time.
So you've got a couple of gentlemen who are involved in this story as well, getting involved, as they say, with some of the more nefarious activities that went on. So you've again taken the actual factual information, mixed in with some of the fictional information, and made quite an interesting book out of that.
Well, yes, it's the heroes, so to speak, are a young man from Brumley and another one from Bagnall.
Right.
They went to school together at the School of the Osage, went to the University of Missouri, went back and were business people at the lake, very successful. And they spearheaded a constitutional amendment that the public passed, allowing a casino at the lake, which is absolutely necessary under the Missouri law as it now exists. And as it turns out, those two young men, one of them was elected governor and the other one was elected attorney general at the same time. The competition for the site of the casino was between three areas. One, Osage Beach and Lake Ozark combined together for one, Camdenton for another, and Laurie for another.
Right.
But the real competition was for the lucrative license, that lucrative first license. There up came a guy from Chicago by the name of Jimmy Bellagio. Jimmy Bellagio is a descendant of roughly the Italian mafia in Chicago. He had his hands in everything, and a lot of things legal and some illegal.
Well, I was just going to say that we don't want to give too much away. We've got a book that we want to mention to the folks again. Conspiracy at the Lake of the Ozarks. Where can people find the book online, Ray?
It's on it's an ebook. Amazon, Kindle, Smashwords, and most every other site that you want to go to.
Right.
Also. Barnes and Noble.
Sure.
So it's on about 10 sites out there.
Well, listen, first and foremost, I want to thank you for taking the time to come in today and talk about the book and share some of your moments with your career. And thanks to Joyce for coming in and bringing you in here to see us today. And we hope the book does well, and maybe we can have you back again to talk more about just some of the general history of the Lake of the Ozarks.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me. And Joyce. Joyce is my cheerleader.
Thank you, sir. That is Ray Speckman on What's Burning. We'll take a quick break. Coming back with more on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com.
Hi everyone, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's hard to believe July is almost gone. About 2/3 of the summer, in fact. But you've got that 1/3 left. Come in, get sofas, dining sets, bedroom sets, mattresses. We've got them all ready to go right here at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
Hey Jess,
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront.
And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Want to get to know local leaders a lot better? Join Lake TV for a new community spotlight show weekdays at 9, 3, and 7. We talk with local leaders to get their story and learn more about their organizations. It's the Community Spotlight Show on Lake TV.
Hey everybody, welcome back to What's Burning on Lake TV. KB here and enjoying a little downtime. As you can see, a couple of beautiful vehicles here, all a part of what this gentleman, Randy Kent with Marine Concepts, has put together for this year's shootout auction. They're going to auction off these cars on August the 28th, and you'll have an opportunity to find out more. We'll keep you updated on how you can get involved in this auction. And of course, Randy, who's been involved in the shootout for a number of years now, you're getting inducted into the Shootout Hall of Fame, the Bob Morgan Shootout Hall of Fame, as an inductee for the class of 2021.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your involvement in the shootout. What got you started doing what you're doing?
I think my first shootout was in the mid-90s. at the original Shooters 21 location, which actually I live on that property now, so it's kind of ironic. And the original Shooters 21 neon sign that was at the top of the restaurant, we have.
That's
so
good.
So it's going to end up in this building when they're all finished restoring it. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, I got the phone call from Ron. Couldn't have been part of better company. You know, Robbie Morgan this year, Bob's son, is inductee, and just a great group of people, very elite class, and I'm proud to be a part of it. But I've been doing the shootout almost every year since then in my Speed Racer catamaran boats. You know, one year we had Lisa Matthews set the fastest woman on the water record in our boat.
I do remember that.
Did really well. But the last few years, since I brought on the boat line with the Renegades and so forth, I pretty much just work the shootout docks for our customers now. So, you know, we have a place they can come in and hang out, and we have some food for them and stuff like that. So I haven't been racing as much, probably because of my age. You're getting up there. Then I focus on the other side of the shootout. You know, since we stopped doing that, I really wanted to kind of kick up the auction. They had some great things they're auctioning off, but you know, I go to the Barrett-Jackson auctions all the time, and got quite the car collection, and I thought it'd be really neat to bring that atmosphere and excitement to the charity auction.
Sure.
So I think this is our 4th year donating cars. And
you got some real beauties for this year.
You know what? I work all year to try to find the perfect mix. I don't want the same thing year after year. Our very first year, at the time, I was a backdraft Cobra dealer. So I donated one of the Cobras. And there were 2 bidders going back and forth and back and forth. And obviously there was only going to be one bid, you know, one winner. And the second high bidder, I felt bad for the guy, and I said, you know, I've got one more. If you want it, I'll donate it. And so he was excited, so we donated 2. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe there's something here. Let's do 2 different type of cars. Yeah. So I think the second year we did a, what did we do? A 60 Impala Resto mod and a street rod. Win Farnsworth in those street rods in his collection, and I'm sure he'll be on the phone or in the audience this year. But and then last year we did is kind of muscle car theme, all original. We did a '69 Copo Camaro tribute car, complete restoration, frame off, really a show quality car. And then we did a '71 Mach 1 complete rotisserie restored car. And Larry ended up with one of them, and then a local family ended up with a Camaro that drives it all the time. So you always see it on the cruise nights and so forth. So this year I want to do 2 totally separate eras. Okay?
Let's start right here. Beautiful car.
Well, what's neat about this car is, you know, there's a lot of 32 Fords on the market, but there's only one built by the Nissan engineers. and what they did is the Nissan engineers built this car for the SEMA show in the Nissan booth. Well, what the SEMA show is a Specialty Equipment Manufacturers Association. That's all the aftermarket companies coming together. It's a week-long event in Las Vegas, and they were trying to get into the aftermarket, you know, with the engine swaps like Chrysler and Chevy and Crate Motors. So what they did is they took a brand new 350Z, and all the drivetrain and rear suspension and the transmission, everything is all Nissan 350Z. The thing runs like a scalded dog. So it had a 5-speed transmission.
It looks pretty smoking hot under the hood here.
And it's super, super smooth. So the kind of person that's going to be attracted to this is somebody that doesn't want the headache of a carbureted small block that's kind of stinky, that maybe runs kind of rough. You know, this thing is like jumping in a brand new Nissan. I mean, it's got a stock.
Fired up and off you
go.
Yeah,
I mean, even the dashboard, the gauges are a stock Nissan instrument cluster out of a new Nissan. So it's just a really neat mix that there's only one. You know, you're never going to have an opportunity to have Nissan build you a street rod, and here you go.
We turn our attention to a vehicle I think that is almost iconic, if you want to call it that, if that's the right word to use. You've got this beautiful, beautiful Pontiac Trans Am here. And of course, it looks a little familiar, and for good reason.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Yes, sir.
Iconic. I have been looking for this car for almost 4 years. As a matter of fact, in my office up there, I have a framed picture of Burt Reynolds with this car, with the Band 1 license plate framed. And since I bought that picture, I've always been looking for a car to go with it. And I was actually buying 2 of these, one for myself that I was not going to sell, and then one I was going to give to the auction. Well, the one I was buying for myself fell through after I had already bought this one and committed it to the auction. And now I'm kicking myself in the butt because you don't find these in this condition. That is a real SE, special edition Bandit factory car with the Fisher T-tops, with the automatic, the air conditioning. The 6.6 liter is very important in these. And this car is fully documented. It's got a box full of the original window sticker, the original build sheet, everything documented and prove that it is a real Bandit TA. And I'm going to ask permission if I can jump back in the audience and bid on it, because I've been trying to find another one and I can't. And it's just, I can't tell. When you're looking for them, you can't find them.
So folks, you get an opportunity to bid on a couple of great vehicles. You've got history in both of these, and of course, that's what this is all about, generating the attention, bringing in the big bucks, and helping out all of these great shootout charities. Randy, you've got another company that you've been working with here recently. It's Defco, I believe it's
Defco Trucks.
It has to do with the trucks, yes, and those good looking. They're like a Ford. Is it a Ford?
Yeah. If you take a Ford Raptor and put it on major steroids, that defines a Defco truck. Right. They're based on they start at a F250, a 3/4 ton. And we do a complete body kit. The only thing that's left on the body is the cabinet doors. Everything else is all custom. It's very wide, very unique truck. It's just hard to describe until you see one. The tires are 43.5 inches tall.
Holy Moses.
The wheels on it are 14 inches wide.
Wow.
It just begs, get out of my way. But if you want something really cool, one-off. And then we're also doing a 450 project, which we take an F450 dually, and we do a similar kit on it. We get rid of the dually wheels and we do what they call a super single all the way around. And our first one, we bought the company from Defco in Colorado. When the COVID went around, they were considered a not essential business, so they had to shut down. And my wife wanted one of these trucks. She's all into big trucks, and I called the guy, and by the time we hung up the phone, I ended up buying the company from him. Wow. So we moved the company to Kansas City, and we're building them up there, and our first one will be done, which is her truck. So she's excited she gets it tomorrow.
Well, obviously we want to thank you for the opportunity to have us out here today to look at these 2 beautiful cars. It'll be in this year's shootout auction for charity on August the 28th, and this gentleman going into the Shootout Hall of Fame. Randy Kent, thank you
very much.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
What a great man cave that Randy Kent has. And of course, we thank Randy again for the opportunity to come out there and take a look around. Certainly those good looking vehicles that will be on the auction block for this year's 2021 Lake of the Ozarks Shootout. Thanks, Randy, and the staff at Marine Concepts. Hey, stick around. Alyssa Johnson joins me after the break with Concerned Women for America of Missouri. She is a legislative liaison, and she will be talking more about the Protect Young Minds Online Act, also referred to as PIMOA. It's coming up right here on What's Burning on Lake TV.
There's nothing like summer at Lake of the Ozarks, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach is your one-stop shop for your day on the boat and fun in the sun. We feature the lake's largest wine and spirits department, along with our lake-famous beer cave. And you'll want to check out our brand new Summer Fun Center with all your apparel, toys, coolers, inflatables, towables, and so much more. Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, voted the #1 grocery store in Missouri and your one-stop shop for an unforgettable day in the sun all summer long. The Lake of the Ozarks Shootout on August 20th through the 29th is at Captain Ron's. The largest non-sanctioned boat race in the Midwest takes over Lake of the Ozarks for the 33rd year. Who will win this year's coveted Top Gun? Watch while more than 100 boats compete for best in class. The event raised over $400,000 for local charities last year. Be there in person to watch as boats hit speeds over 200 miles per hour. Celebrate the 33rd annual Lake of the Ozarks Shootout, presented by Performance Boat Centers at Captain Ron's Bar and Grill.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Laurie. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
Moving to the lake is a lot of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. For packing up and delivery to your new home, or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the easy choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers packs your possessions extra carefully, shows up on time, and strives for 5-star customer service every time. Sunrise Movers, the official movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today to get a free estimate. Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
And we welcome you back to What's Burning right here on Lake TV. I was recently contacted by Janet Dabbs. Janet is a member of Concerned Women for America of Missouri, and she had brought me up to speed on something called PIMOA, which is essentially Protect Young Minds Online Act. And we wanted to talk with another individual, a representative from this group, Concerned Women for America of Missouri. Her name is Alyssa Johnson, and she is joining us on Skype to tell us a little bit more about the event. And just a side note, she is going to be speaking about this event coming up on the 27th of July, 27th of this month, at the Key Gathering Place on South Business 5 in Camdenton. And that event begins at about 6:30 on that particular evening of July 27th. Alyssa Johnson, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. We appreciate you taking some time to join us and talk a little bit about PIMOA, which is, again, something that is very dear and dear to the hearts of your organization.
Yes, thank you for having me. Yes, the legislation is way overdue. What it essentially will do is require ISPs, which are internet service providers, to apply a filter that would flag pornographic material that is accessed online. Now, the unique thing about this legislation is that it does not block customers or those who customers give permission to access anything that they want on the internet. It is simply just a delay. And the way that works is if a website is clicked on or trying to be accessed, then it would go through the filter would flag it, and there would be essentially something like a pop-up box that would warn the customer or the user that something is flagged, and to put in a password or a verification code that shows that they have permission to proceed further. And what this does then is it just delays access to that user and essentially would prohibit young minors who don't have the password or the verification code to proceed further.
Now, I do understand that more than 40 years ago, Missouri lawmakers created a Missouri statute that would make furnishing pornographic material to minors a Class A misdemeanor. However, the statute has never been updated to include the internet. Presently, minors are accessing pornography, obscenity via their internet on their cell phones, home computers, friends, laptops, tables. So this is a good way to kind of just go around and make sure that all of the bases are covered. Now that we've gotten into an age where the internet and phones and computers and all of that sort of thing pretty much rules our lives.
Yes, absolutely. It's been proven that the access point for kids to access pornography is online through the internet. This has been going on for quite some time, and it's become an epidemic. In fact, the Missouri Senate passed twice a resolution declaring pornography a public health crisis. No longer can parents just put filters on their home internet and expect their kids to be protected, because kids nowadays have access to technology that is essentially at their beck and call, and not every parent is going to make sure that that technology is guarded. And even if they do, if the internet connection they're on is outside of their home network, they can access things through other avenues. So this is way overdue, and the statute really needs to be updated to include the technology that we're dealing with today, that is the really the access point for all minors to access the stuff.
Another interesting statistic here is that according to the testimony of sexual assault nurse examiners in Missouri, they are finding that over 40% of perpetrators who assault minor children are minor children themselves, ages 10 to 14. These assaults by children are attributed to the acting out of what they have observed while watching online pornography. And again, Alyssa, this is something we've heard about quite a number of times. It's almost like monkey see, monkey do. They see something online, and then they want to go out and do that, whether it's something involving a video game, whether it's some kind of stunt they've seen. They want to replicate something that they've seen, some sporting type of event, or something that happened in regards to sports. And I guess that holds true with pornography as well.
Yes, you have to consider the mindset of these kids or minors that are accessing this content online. Their brains aren't fully developed until they're in their early 20s. And so when you think about developmentally how the brain operates in children and young adults, what they have found, in fact, in studies is that this pornography is actually lighting up the same centers in the brain that cocaine does, and that it is highly addictive. So we have found over the last several years that scientifically we have proven the damage that this does to kids' brains. Their brains are malleable, and what they see often they believe is a real portrayal of what relationships should be. And we know that over 90% of the content that pornography has out there is violence towards women, whether it's verbal abuse or physical abuse, very demeaning behavior there that these kids are seeing and growing up feeling like that this is the real deal. Right. And they start to act that out on their peers.
Let's talk a little bit about any opposition that you've received. Got just a couple of minutes left in the interview. Any real opposition, and how do you address that?
Well, the first thing that people often say is that having this filter applied universally to customers would be an infringement of the First Amendment. But we have one of the nation's top attorneys that works for the National Center on Sexual Exploitation who's vetted this bill and really shows that and demonstrates that this is not a First Amendment concern. This is a delay in access for customers, not a block. We have no issues with Commerce Clause here with this legislation. There's also been opposition from ISP lobbyists about the cost of something like this, but we have internet engineers that testify that this technology already exists. Even one of the lobbyists admitted that their company actually provides filtering to their customers for free. So very little cost is involved in applying this technology.
Well, you answered my other question as well. So Alyssa Johnson with Concerned Women for America of Missouri talking about this PIMO, Protect Young Minds Online Act. I will tell you, I got a quote from our 123rd District Representative Susie Pollack, and Susie said, yes, it is very needed. We should protect our children. I will also remind folks that Alyssa is going to be speaking on July the 27th at the Key Gathering Place on South Business 5 in Camdenton at 6:30. Men, women, teens, all able to come in, and the conversation, the event is absolutely and totally free. Alyssa, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Hi everyone, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's hard to believe July is almost gone. About 2/3 of the summer, in fact. But you've got that 1/3 left. Come in, get sofas, dining sets, bedroom sets, mattresses. We've got them all ready to go right here at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
It's summertime at the Lake of the Ozarks, and you need a local healthcare facility that can handle every aspect of your lake life. COMC is the medical provider for everyone, with OBGYN, pediatric care, behavior and mental health, dental, and more. Central Ozarks Medical Center is the healthcare team you're looking for. COMC offers full-service healthcare from every age, and with 3 convenient locations and our mobile medical and dental clinics, COMC gives you the peace of mind you need to enjoy your summertime at the lake. At COMC, your health is our mission.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all. We think it's hot stuff when things cool down. We spring into action when things start warming up. Of course, summer is one big, huge shootout on Lake TV. And we fall in love all over again when autumn rolls around. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Lake TV's got it all.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah, Nicole, what do you need?
Did you see that new listing in Sunrise Beach?
Yeah, it was just listed 2 minutes ago.
It has 150 feet of lakefront. And a brand new kitchen.
I'm headed out there after I type this email.
I'm on the phone with my clients. Hey, where are you going?
I already put an offer in, cash above list, and it's looking good.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, KB live on location here in Laurie at the Laurie Terrace Mall. Why? Because we're here at Tilly's California Burritos and Tacos. Food trucks are all the rage, and they're popping up all over the Lake of the Ozarks. We wanted to take some time to check out what these folks have to offer. So let's go inside and give it a look. All right, folks, we're inside Tilly's California Burrito and Tacos food truck. Got Josh Rivera here, Lauren Mint is there, and we are going to put together a California burrito the way it's supposed to be done. Now, these actually originated in San Diego, and these folks are from out there in the state of Cali, so they brought it here to Missouri. But they've got one nice twist. They're using Missouri beef, so you get that taste, that flavor of being out there, maybe in California with the California burrito. But then, of course, you also get that nice Missouri beef. So they are trying to incorporate as much as humanly possible. Lauren's putting that delicious beef on the grill. Man, I wish you could be in here with us. It's kind of a warm day, but I tell you what, the aroma is just outstanding going over the top. Josh, kind of walk us through what you're doing right now.
So we're just heating up some beef on the flat grill,
right?
Just to get prepared for our Cali burrito prep. We're gonna pull the fries out of the fryer here, and I have tortillas ready to go here. That way, it just for our system that we have, kind of allows us to be able to keep a 2-minute under ticket time.
Right.
That way, we can just get the food in, get the food out. People don't have to wait that long, and they can enjoy their full lunch.
What do you marinate the beef in?
The beef's gonna be marinated in. There's a handful of ingredients.
So it's going to be, we can bring over seasonings from California.
Right.
From Pomona, California.
Okay.
And we have them shipped in. And then we marinate it in orange juice and lemon and lime juice.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the seasoning was orange juice and lime juice and a little bit of black pepper.
Wow. And it smells wonderful.
Yeah, it has green peppers and onion, and it marinates over for like 48 hours for the most part.
Now the name Tilly, that's
my great grandmother's
your
name.
grandma.
Yeah, her
okay.
real name is Matilda.
Okay.
And she had how many? She had 9 boys, so she could cook a mean taco.
I was going to say, that's a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah, she had 9 boys, and so everyone called her Tilly.
Right.
So, Grandma Tilly, and that's where the name's inspired from.
Gotcha,
It's from my great-grandma Matilda.
Gotcha.
And so we have Tilly's Tacos.
Very good. California burritos. And you do tacos. Do you guys, I thought I was reading on like social media, you do a rolled taco as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we actually take shredded chicken, we roll it up in a corn tortilla, and we drop it in the fryer for about a minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Pop it right back out, top it with cheese, sour cream, and we actually do freshly made guac
baby.
With it as well too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
Here we
awesome.
go right here. I can show you some
we
of the
can
ingredients
see
here.
the ingredients that are in here.
So we don't have any cheese sauce. It's just something that is Cali style.
Right.
We like to be authentic.
Sure.
So we use shredded cheese.
Sure.
We have our it's not iceberg lettuce or romaine lettuce. It's actually it's green leaf lettuce.
Green leaf lettuce.
Yep.
So let me ask you, what are some of the challenges as far as having a food truck versus being in a restaurant?
Let's see.
Well, you're on wheels.
It's not.
You're on wheels, so you can go anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, I think more of like setting up.
Right.
Having to level the truck
Yeah.
and make sure that we can get prepared everything in time. Whereas a restaurant, they kind of have, hey, I can come in, everything's set and ready to go.
Yeah.
Food truck, we got to get everything set up before we can start getting
Sure.
everything rock and roll. Like right now, we're actually connected to a generator outside.
Very good.
For the most part, we have power, but if we're mobile, generator right outside, get everything powered up and fired up and ready to go.
Got to put the cheese on the beef there.
Yeah.
Got what is that? Bean paste?
Yeah, it's beans. It's actually a pinot beans, but we blend it up. That way we can make it more like refried beans.
Right on.
But authentic refried beans.
Man, it smells so good in here. and we just happened to do this on the hottest day of the year so far, but I'll tell you what, you guys got a fan in here, a nice breeze. You get close to that grill. There go your French fries going down. Now comes the most important part of the whole deal.
Then for myself, I like to add a little more cheese on top.
Sure. Got the hot fries. The beef is hot.
Yeah, it's all gonna melt down anyways. All complement each other. Sour cream as well too.
Gotcha.
Now the trick to rolling this burrito is actually how you tuck it and roll it.
Yes.
So the fries are all in there, right? I like to push everything down.
Right.
And then with my ring fingers, you kind of keep it up here.
Yeah.
Roll it right up and over, and it's still tucked in.
Yeah.
Right. Now I kind of have it that side pressed down, and pinch and roll.
Perfect.
There you go, right there.
What a job, man.
There you go, right there for you.
Now, when I did that, Josh, unfortunately, it might look similar to this.
Yeah.
But you got stuff everywhere, probably some stuff on the floor when I do it. But, man, it looks great. It smells wonderful. Can't wait to dig into it.
Oh, yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about you guys. Today, you're here at the Laurie Terrace Mall. What are some of the other places that you're at? I know you kind of travel all over, being, the fact that you're a food truck.
So we try to keep everything pretty steady. That way people kind of know where we're set up
Right
at.
on.
We do Versailles 2 days a week, every Wednesday and Thursday from
Right.
11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then we're out here on Laurie every Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We save our Saturdays for special events, caterings, even fairs,
Right.
anything that may pertain to where we could set up at.
Yeah.
But we keep our Saturdays open, concerts as well too. And
I know in some spots it's getting a little difficult for food trucks these days. But listen, we appreciate you guys taking time to give us the run through on the burrito. You've got the California style burrito. You've got the rolled tacos. What are some of the other menu items you have?
And we got the party burrito, which has everything in it.
Everything.
Everything in the garden
Right.
goes in that burrito, and it can be done with any kind of meats.
Right.
We have the pork verde. We got the chicken chipotle that comes out of San Diego.
Yeah.
And we got the chicken, which is regular chicken. It's called pollo. and it's season 2, and orange juice and lime juice and lemon juice.
Right on. Well, guys, thanks for taking some time with us. Lauren,
of
thank
course.
you.
I'm going to go ahead and
Josh,
cut this in
thank
half for you guys real
All
quick.
right, do that. We're going to cut that sucker in half. You got a nice little spot set up over there where you can sit and eat.
That way you guys can go ahead and enjoy that right there for you.
Brother.
All
That's
right.
beautiful. That is beautiful.
And there we go.
Thank you so
California
much, you
style.
guys.
Of
We
course,
really
thank you guys.
appreciate it. Tilly's California Burritos and Tacos right here in Lori for sale. Sometimes they get over there close to Osage Beach as well, and you just have to look for them on social media. I know they're on Facebook. We're going to go enjoy that, and we thank you for taking some time to join us right here on Lake TV.
Enjoying What's Burning with KB right here on Lake TV? Have questions, comments, or suggestions? Have an interesting story for KB to tell? Or maybe you want to be interviewed by KB on the show or are interested in sponsoring? All you have to do is reach out to KB at kb@mylaketv.com. A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
You want a dock that will withstand the wake from a million boats? Want a dock that's different from the usual dock? Then you want Ozark Barge and Dock in Gravois Mills. Ozark Barge and Dock, now celebrating 33 years of building the best dock on Lake of the Ozarks. And we guarantee every dock we build. So when it comes time to build your custom dock, trust the best and go with Ozark Barge and Dock, building the best dock at the lake for the last 33 years.
If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the Polar Plunge to festivals, parades, Aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV.
Looking for blinds, shades, shutters, drapes, or bedroom makeovers? On a budget? You need Budget Blinds in Lori. Bring your ideas to us, or let our design consultants help you create the perfect look for your home. Because Budget Blinds is nationwide, our collective buying power enables us to search many major brands to bring you the blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes you want for less. Budget Blinds. Call us for a free consultation. Budget Blinds, the best in custom blinds and window coverings.
There's nothing like summer at Lake of the Ozarks, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach is your one-stop shop for your day on the boat and fun in the sun. We feature the lake's largest wine and spirits department, along with our lake-famous beer cave. And you'll want to check out our brand new Summer Fun Center with all your apparel, toys, coolers, inflatables, towables, and so much more. Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, voted the #1 grocery store in Missouri and your one-stop shop for an unforgettable day in the sun all summer long.
Hey, welcome back to What's Burning on Lake TV. KB here at Ozarks Cat and K9 for another edition of KB's Furry Friends, presented by our veterinary at the lake. Mary, Meow Me, Tilly is with us again, and we've got another dog that we're going to tell you about. And today we're featuring Jackie, who is what kind of a dog, Mary?
We believe he is a boxer mix. No idea what he's mixed with.
He doesn't look like a boxer.
A nice Heinz 57 there.
There you go. He
Yeah.
doesn't look like he has a whole lot of boxer, but I guess somebody can see something that they recognize.
Yeah.
Good looking dog, and I mean very energetic, and I mean, boy, he comes right up to you and he's ready to snuggle or cuddle or play or whatever you want to do.
Yep, he is definitely a people lover. Loves to snuggle, loves to give kisses. He just wants to be a couch potato and be all over you.
My kind of dog.
He is estimated to be around 5 years old.
Yeah.
Came in as an owner surrender with 2 other dogs from the household when their owner passed away.
Well, he's somebody who's going to be very loving. And again, 5 years old, he's an older dog, and sometimes, those older dogs are a little bit more broken in. Older dogs are good with older people, and certainly a little bit older dogs are good with kids as well, because maybe they've been in that situation before. Because younger dogs sometimes, kid wants to be right there in their face, and that's not always a good thing. But Jackie certainly seems to fit the bill if you'd just like a nice furry friend to hang out with.
Yep, we have seen him interact with like pre-teenage kids, and he seemed to love them. He is very good at walking on a leash.
Oh, that's
And
a
we
big
never
plus.
guarantee that our dogs are housebroken, but he's about as close as you can get. So he's going to make
maybe
somebody a real good pet.
He just needs a little bit more encouragement. So if you'd like to come down and visit and see Jackie, well, obviously Jackie is on your website.
Yes, he is.
And much like all the other dogs here. And if folks want to check out the website, see Jackie and all the animals that are available, where can they go?
Our website is www.ozarkscatandcanine.com.
And of course, they can fill out a form online. They can come into the shelter, which is right off of Highway 5. Very easy to find, right off of Highway 5 here in Sunrise Beach. They can call you at 573-374-2629 and get acquainted, a little bit better acquainted with Jackie. And another thing I think it's important to remember, and you mentioned this to us before, is that if you've got other pets and you want to see how the animals are going to interact, you could bring them to the shelter.
Yes.
And this area we're in right here, that'll kind of give you a good idea as to whether or not, they're going to make that quote-unquote love connection.
Correct. Now, we do require, in order to bring your pet in, we do require that you submit an adoption application so that we can verify that your dogs are up to date on their vaccines.
Right.
And once we have done that and you are approved to adopt from us, then you are more than welcome to schedule an appointment to bring your dog in to meet the ones that are here.
Jackie's full of love, and he would love to be in your home, and you can make that happen with a trip either online or in person to Ozarks Cat and Canine in Sunrise Beach. I want to thank you again, Mary. Appreciate it. And the wonderful staff that you have here that always helps us out whenever we're in to bring you one of KB's furry friends. It is sponsored by the good folks at our veterinary at the lake. Back with more on What's Burning right here on Lake TV. Another one of KB's furry friends. Let's see if we can't find a home for Jackie, courtesy of Ozarks Cat and Canine in Sunrise Beach. They do a great job. Thanks to Mary and the staff over there. And of course, thanks to our great sponsors, our veterinary at the lake. Which reminds me, thanks to all of our great sponsors, our title sponsor, Bill Lacasse with SRG Financial Advisors. We also want to thank Ozark Barge and Dock, as well as Budget Blinds. And again, we'll throw in another tag for our veterinary at the lake. We appreciate all that those folks do to take care of the cats and dogs in the area. Make sure, as they say, to have your pet spayed or neutered. It will certainly make a difference down the line. We've got a lot of great programming coming up. As a matter of fact, this show, we do a new show every Thursday, and then we run it for you all week long, 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. Cup of Coffee with Will and Chris at 8 a.m., 1 p.m., and 8 p.m. Don't forget the Community Spotlight feature that's coming up, 9 a.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m. We're getting close to high school football this season, so if you are still enjoying some of those great classic games that we feature for you, Tuesday and Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. And don't forget to check us out, Como Channel 90, Spectrum Channel 197, Roku, and of course, MyLakeTV.com. As always, thank you so much for joining us. We'll get back together and do this again, as I said, with a new show coming up next Thursday. God bless, and we're back with more of What's Burning right here on Lake TV.